Welcome to a new vlog from New York in the United States of America. It's a brand new day in New York and thankfully the weather today is gorgeous. It's sunny and it's a perfect day to be out in the city. So yesterday when I landed in New York and I was walking to my hotel and I could already see everything that is synonymous with New York City. Lofty tall skyscrapers, the yellow taxis, and of course Times Square with the neon blue lights. And today I am seeing yet another attraction which is synonymous with this city and is probably one of the most famous attractions of not just this city, not just this country, but also of the entire world, which is the Statue of Liberty. The Statue of Liberty is located on the island known as the Liberty Island, and the only way to reach this island is of course by taking a ferry. You can either take a ferry from the Battery Park, which is in New York City, or from a park which is in New Jersey City. For me it was easier to go to the Battery Park, and I had already booked a 9 a.m. ferry. And the Statue City cruises, they are the only ones who are authorized to bring you to this island. The other option is that you can just go on a cruise and not come to the island, but just go on a cruise around the entire island on these waters. It was a short 15 minutes ferry ride from the Battery Park to this island, and as before you board the ferry you have to cross a proper airport style security check at the Battery Park. So make sure that you go through the list of prohibited items that you're not allowed to bring over here. They are pretty strict about it, and they don't have any locker facility, so in case if you have something that you're not allowed to get to the island, you'll have to discard it over there. And of course when we saw the Statue of Liberty and we saw the Manhattan skyline, that made for such a scenic and picturesque sight. And right now also you can see this entire skyline behind me and all the tall skyscrapers and buildings. It's so beautiful. It was very interesting for me to know that New York was actually the first capital of USA before Washington DC. And this city is so famous that it's known by multiple names. It's called the Gotham City, the Big Apple, the city that never sleeps, the city of dreams. New York City has 5 main districts: Manhattan, Brooklyn, Staten Island, Bronx and Queen, and probably the most famous district is Manhattan, and that's also the place where I am staying because most of the tourist attractions are located in central Manhattan or downtown Manhattan. And of course there's the famous Brooklyn Bridge which connects Manhattan to Brooklyn, and we are going to go walk on that famous bridge today as well. There are 3 kinds of ticket that you can book. One is a general admission ticket that gives you access to the Liberty Island and the Ellis Island, and of course the cruise to both of these islands. The other is the pedestal access and the crown access. So I have booked the pedestal access, and what exactly are the pedestal and crown access I'll tell you once I show you the statue. I paid I think $32 for the pedestal access. That includes my ferry ride from Battery Park to Liberty Island. Now I'm going to pick up the audio tour. It comes included with your ticket and you can pick it up in multiple languages. Hi. English 100. 100. Okay, thank you. Behind me you can see Lady Liberty, and she stands tall in the waters of New York Harbor, and she's the statue, or she's the lady that symbolizes the United States of America. But a very interesting thing is that this statue was actually gifted to USA by the people of France in the year 1886, when America was celebrating its independence anniversary. So this is actually a gift from France to USA. The statue is 305 feet tall from the base to the top of the torch, and the green color of the statue is of course because of the oxidization of copper. So the statue is made of copper and iron, and over the years, because of the oxidation process, the copper rusted and turned and got this amazing shade of green. And in front of me is the Statue of Liberty Museum. So I think I'm going to go in and have a look at the museum first. And it's quite windy. Oh. There's a very interesting fact here that the official title of the statue is Liberty Enlightening the World, and it just became known simply as the Statue of Liberty. And it was intended to be a spectacular birthday gift from the French people to the people of the United States. It was also intended to celebrate the abolition of slavery in the United States. So a lot of interesting facts here. Here they have the different design phases of the Statue of Liberty, and how Frederick Auguste Bartholdi, he spent years designing the statue, and they have it in different phases over here.
Keep calling out, the wind starts to howl loud for me.
It's all made of copper.
I'm reaching now
Cool.
for you underground. Am I allowed? But somehow for you and I distress, as long as no one asks what this really feels like inside out. They never would have guessed.
Behind me you can see the original torch that was there on the statue, and because it was damaged beyond repair, the torch exhibit was removed from the statue in 1984, and since then the original torch is here.
But you are just an echo from below.
So I've come out of the museum. There are also stairs using which you can go to the roof, but then anyways I have pedestal tickets, so I thought I might as well just go directly to the statue now, look at the statue, and then go to the pedestal and get a bird's eye view of this entire city. Behind me is Lady Liberty, or the Statue of Liberty, and as you can see there are different parts to the statue, so I'll quickly show you what the different parts are and what is the significance of each part. So the pedestal, it's the big stone structure on which the statue is standing, and then of course you have the crown up on top, which is on the head of Lady Liberty, and it is also an observation deck, so you can go all the way up to the crown. And there are 7 spikes on the crown which represent the 7 oceans and the 7 continents. And of course there is the torch. She's holding a big torch in one hand, which represents the light of enlightenment for freedom. And then in the other hand, if you see, she's holding a book. There's a book in her second hand, and on the book are the words July 4th, which actually represents the date of the signing of the Declaration of America's independence. So each and every aspect of the statue has a historical significance. And like I told you, you can go to the crown. So there's a crown access ticket that you can take, or you can go to the pedestal, which is what I have booked, the pedestal access. And to go to the pedestal, you have stairs and you have elevators as well. But to go to the crown, you need to climb the stairs. There are no elevators at all. I think I paid around $32 for the pedestal access, and if you have to buy crown, it's just like $3 or $4 more expensive, but you have to book it in advance because it gets sold out and they only have a limited number of tickets each day.
When I go to reach out and to roam, there is no perception of a home. For when it's all been said and done, I know how to act when nothing's what it seems. For a while, all I see is perfect shadows all around. And no, there's no room for one-track minds anymore. I'm reading on the book of my own life unto a point.
If you have the pedestal access, then you can't carry your backpacks with you, even the small ones, and they have these lockers here. So you'll have to keep your stuff in these lockers and only take your ticket along with you, and of course your phone. And to access these lockers, you need coin. You need a 25 cents coin. And now I'm just gonna put my bag in one of these lockers, lock it, and take the key along with me. Don't take your backpacks. I think fanny bags are allowed, the small ones, but backpacks are definitely not allowed. It's open, and I'm going to put my bag in here. Okay, it says do not place ticket in locker, insert coin into the slot and close door tightly. So I'm going to put 25 cents here and turn key. Okay, I think it's locked. Yes, so I'm going to take the key with me. So it's $2.97, and now we are good to go to the pedestal. So I have my key, have my ticket in the phone. It's quite nice to not carry the bag along with me. And now I'm going to go and stand in the queue for the pedestal access. If you have the pedestal or the crown access, then again, after dropping your bag, you have to go through the airport style security check where they'll scan all your belongings. And now we have entered the area from where you can take the stairs or you can take the elevator to the pedestal. And if you're going to the crown, then there are no elevators, you only have to take the stairs.
Stairs are faster than waiting for the elevator usually, and also puts you on top of Fort Wood. Everybody wants to get those great photos. That's where you get them. Go down to the front points of the star. Ranger secret of how to get there, just gotta take the stairs. Of course, if you're unable to take the stairs, you'll see the sign for the elevator on the
I'm at the pedestal entrance, and the view from here is so gorgeous because the weather is also amazing today. And it's sunny, so everywhere that I'm seeing the bird's eye view of Manhattan and the skyline, it's beautiful. But it's quite cramped in here. There are a lot of people and the space is too less. Cramped but beautiful.
Keep calling out, the wind starts to howl loud for.
It's quite windy up here. So I think you should definitely come at least up to the pedestal. I'm sure if you go to the crown, you'll get a little better view from up top, but that is even more cramped. Like this in itself is so cramped, so I don't know how it will be up top. Look at the view. It's windy, but beautiful.
I'm reaching now for you underground.
It's so cold and windy out here, but the views are spectacular. Oh, loving the views from here.
I know, but somehow for you and I this stress. As long as no one asks what this really feels like inside out.
So that's the pathway built around the statue where I was walking, and you can see there's so many people just so many people. Apparently, every day the statue gets like 10,000 visitors. And of course, you also have the helicopter rides over the statue and the island. But that's of course super expensive. This is like the cheapest way to see the island.
Never would have guessed we really did our best to make the story.
If I take the stairs, then the guide over here told me that there's a nice photo stop that is only accessible if you're taking the stairs. This is actually a nice spot to get a very good view of the statue. So the entire statue is visible from here, from this place. And it's a good spot from where you can click pictures with the entire statue. And you can only access this if you have pedestal or crown access. Otherwise, you're not allowed to come to this area. So that's another reason why you can get a pedestal or a crown access. But look at the view. Look at the sky and look at the green color of Lady Liberty. Amazing view everywhere behind the Manhattan skyline and in front of me the statue. Superb. A very nice day out. Nice day spent at the Liberty Island with Lady Liberty in all her glory on this beautiful autumn day. Okay, so I've boarded the ferry that will go to Ellis Island first, and then the same ferry will go to the Battery Park. So I'm not sure if I'm going to disembark at Ellis Island. I might just directly go to Battery Park because I spent way too much time with Lady Liberty here. It's a like 5 to 7 minutes ride from Liberty Island to Ellis Island, and then from there to Battery Park is another, I guess, like 10-15 minutes ride. So I want to reach Battery Park and then continue with the rest of my plans for the day, which is basically exploring the financial district and the downtown Manhattan area. Ellis Island is basically an immigration center, and it was the most famous immigration center in the US, and around 12 million immigrants were processed here between 1892 and 1924. And people go visit the island, and they can even find records records of names of people who immigrated here and who were processed at that particular island. We arrived at the Ellis Island. Looks like a very huge and nice place. I'm back to Battery Park after having a wonderful experience at the Liberty Island. Needless to say, if you're coming to New York, then you need to include a visit to the Liberty Island and the Statue of Liberty as part of your itinerary for sure. And I would say that don't just take a cruise around the island, but instead get tickets and go on the island and see the Lady Liberty up close and personal. I'm going to end the vlog over here. My plan for the rest of the day is to visit the financial district and the downtown Manhattan area, but all that you'll be able to see in my next vlog. So keep watching this channel, and till the next vlog comes out, take care, happy traveling, and see you all.